Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth. Come on!
¿Cómo que ya estamos aquí? ¿Quién más ahí?
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
¿Quién más está ahí que tú dices que ya estamos?
Where's Gav?
Ah, no, como lo dijiste en plural, digo yo, coño. ¿Cómo que ya estamos? ¿Quién más está?
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Oh, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as
No,
me,
seguro, seguro.
He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Gav should be back by now.
I hear there's trouble in
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sanbreque. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Recuerda que si tú ves que no te respondo es porque no me llegó el mensaje. Ok.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Eso sí es verdad.
Think it's alright to touch him?
I don't know. You go first.
Está buena eso. Mira, está mandándole cartica al tipo. ¿Qué tú crees? Sí, ya declarado. Declarado de que está juntos. No sé, Dicen que este juego es M, así que vamos a ver qué pasa. Tenemos algo nuevo. Oh, el de eso del Chocobo. Ambrosia Stack. Agua. ¿Qué clase de vuelta tengo que dar para llegar aquí? What the hell? Sí, eso estuvo bueno, en serio. Ah, tú sabes que el que está haciendo esto es un maestro en estas cosas.
Your uncle always seemed a kindly soul, if a little eccentric.
That broom's as ragged as...
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn? Study it well, Clive. Of course.
Bruh, le ponen Traveling Companion. Qué falta de respeto. Increíble. Oh, mira la gente muerta, mira. Qué bien.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Business is busy. Still. Words are immortal. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Ah, con los puntos que me dan, puedo coger estas cosas. Ya. Y se acumulan entonces.
You earned this.
Si cojo esto, ve, no se pierde. Perfecto.
All yours.
Meteorite. Nice. Berserk Ring. Ya entiendo.
Come again. I may have more for you.
How are you doing? Here you go. Seen enough?
Sí, son las cacerías, y aquí están las cacerías, ¿ves?
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Un cubo, así me digo. ¿En qué? Sí, son mudos, pero ellos dicen cupo, como la frase de ellos. Son mudos, sí, así está bien. Son mudos, pero ellos dicen cupo. Siempre dicen cupo, la palabra que uso. Arimat. Sí. 100%. Oh, miércoles. Te dan para que... Yo, un rango B. Está bueno ese. Está bueno ese. Está bueno, pero vamos a darlo. Dice The Broken Hilt en Rosaria. Está el tipo. ¿Pero en qué parte, ven? Yo voy a chequearlo. Ah, no puedo moverme. ¿O sí? What the hell? ¿Por qué no puedo moverme, man? Vamos a ver luego mi gente. Para allá donde está el tipo ese. Me cago en la concha.
I hear there's trouble in this area.
No, vaya. Corriendo por todos lados. El tipo de mirar flaco dando a correr.
Won't be long now, Martel.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still.
La cosa que ellos están probando, cómo ellos están aprendiendo ahora cómo sembrar, porque ellos no saben cómo sembrar, todo lo han hecho a través de los cristales. Y por eso que tú lo ves ahí en el trocito ese, porque están aprendiendo a sembrar.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
Así mismo digo.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Vaya, yo no pensé que me iba a hacer tanto caminar de un lado a otro aquí. Pensé que habíamos pasado ya ese tiempo.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
I think it's all right to touch him.
Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her? After all these years? I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Broken Cliff. Pero ese no está. Debe ser en Broken Hill. Aquí. Lo que quiere decir que estamos lejísimos de ese lugar. Lejísimo. Qué rápido se mató ese tipo. No, las abejas aquí están de pinga también. Vaya. Pues si ves que hay eco me dejas saber. Siempre me muere, ven, porque el ataque de él es muy abierto, no puedo escaparme de ningún esquive que hago, no me escapo de la mierda esa. Definitivamente no lo paso, men. Qué bola con ese bicharraco. Son las salas son las que me tumban. No me puedo escapar del cabrón ese con las salas. Mira eso, ven, cartera de golpe. Yo te digo que... Oh, shit. The fuck? Te digo que me voy a poner y me voy a dedicar a aprenderme el bicharraco mierda ese. Bueno, lo que sea que hay aquí no sé qué cosa es. Estoy tratando de leerla. No. No sé qué cosa es lo de un vaso.
That's all ready.
No por nada, pero me acordé ahora que tengo un choco. Ah.
Mockery of justice is what it is.
Lo dijimos al mismo tiempo.
Would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
Welcome, stranger. You won't be disappointed. There you are. Much obliged. Fare you well. Welcome, stranger.
Sí, déjame rellenar porque la cosa está feo. No va a ser que me encuentre un Drake de nuevo por ahí y me haga picadillo. Vamos, me suena que esto va a ser tremenda pelea.
Before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
Nah, que va, Elixir, está loco, ¿cuánto cuesta? A ver.
Welcome, stranger.
Hay un vendedor ahí. Elixir, 10,000 pipos, ¿qué tú crees? ¿Tú estás loco? ¿Tú crees que soy millonario?
Excuse me. But what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could... They're going hunting for outlaws. How do you like that, boy?
Two more left to join the garrison this very morn.
Tú lo sabes. No, y te lo ponen ahí específicamente para que te venda las cosas que te hagan falta. Fíjate tú si la pelea va a estar buena.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's...
Me he fijado que a veces se pierde el marcador de quién es la persona que tengo que hablar.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you?
At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another Eastpool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Dale.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apology, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Stay down!
my mother's men.
Creo que aquello es uno de los monstruos que hay que cazar. Sí. Eso está ahí. Ese es el problema con las bombas, que las bombas van poniéndose más mal y explotan. Mira esto es nuevo. Bullhorn's Raid. Launch Attack. Ese no es el que yo hago, que a mí me gusta mucho. A ver. Stomp. Este. No. Este. No. Air Attack. Este. Muchacho. Voy a activarlo. No. Este que tengo me gusta más, yo creo. Hay que hacer una prueba. Mira. No sé si ahorita viste que ahí hay un monstruo de los que hay que matar. Primo, claro que tengo la costumbre eso. ¿Cómo la controlo? Ahí la tengo al lado mío escuchando de la conversación. Leyendo los mensajes tuyos. Tengo que venir para aquí. Y no sé si dar la vuelta por atrás y venir para acá, o dar la vuelta por aquí y virar para atrás. Yo creo que voy a coger la vuelta por allá. Para aquí yo creo que es la cosa. Sí, aquí abajo está. Aquí me digo está. Aquí en esta zona. Quiero ver qué tanta pela me va a dar. Aquí hay algo. Sí, eso lo estoy haciendo. Ok, ahí hay un cofre. Quiere decir que aquí... A ver si aguanta un golpe tarde. Very nice. Very nice. Whoa. Estos son drakes. Ah, son worms. Acabo de descubrir un combo. No. Pensé que había descubierto algo, pero no. ¿Dónde está el otro? Que esto, creo que esto me va a dar un calcín aquí, me parece. Si voy para allá. Diablo, me pinta dar... Oh, bueno, está que sí que tengo este socio. No puedo llamar a... Oh. Ah, le veo. Ponle. Esa tibieza. No, yo no sé qué cosa es eso que estás haciendo, pero no sé qué cosa es. Toco aquí y sale. Oh, what the hell is this? No estoy entendiendo qué cosa es eso. ¿Tú crees? Oh, el objetivo ya, tú tienes razón. Eso puedo usarlo para cuando esté perdido buscando el tipo. Nada, te voy a dar la vuelta porque sé que cuando llegue aquí me va a coger, dice make it to Port Isolde. Como que una vez que llegue ya. Me va a que. Déjame ver si puedo poner aquí set o delete marker. Oh, look at that. Ok. Vamos. Ahora con el juego rápido. Chacho, si voy mandado por allá. Sí, esa es la única parte que me preocupa. Que no me dejen dar la vuelta por ahí. Vamos a ver qué pasa. A ver qué pasa si me tiro por aquí. No. Oh, te baja. En el pueblo te baja. Very nice. A esto sí lo puedo mover.
Straight home now.
Oh fuck, were you getting close? Bueno, era un wire, no me acuerdo si era el bicharraco ese, pero bueno, lo voy a matar igual, ya estoy aquí. Mira dónde, ¿qué miro? No, ni lo digas, amigo. Pero parece más difícil todavía porque lo veo. O es la misma mierda. Esto habrá que matarlo de verdad, yo no estoy seguro. Whatever. Yo voy a fajarme por carajo. Parece que sí. Vamos para adelante. Venga, te estaba esperando, gorosito. Mira. Mira, ahí me da un stone y después no puedo moverme. ¡Acho! ¿Qué es esto, men? El tipo es duro, men, el tipo es duro. Vamos, te falta otro. Y a otro. Ahí está. Vamos, 1, 2, 3 y 4. Perfecto, como digo, hasta un dodge perfecto. Se cagó en su madre. Y no era ese tipo. Lo maté, pero no era el que estábamos buscando. Ay, te dije que le iba a coger la vuelta. A mí ese terepalo no me la dan tan fácil. Ah, fallé. Wow. Me lo imaginé.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Muy fácil. Demasiado fácil.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Aldil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Es que son muchos ultimates ya. De hecho, tengo que hasta subir de nivel 1 ya. Me parece. Tengo 2000 y pico, mira. Ya tengo el ultimate ya de este tipo. De venga. No. Sí. Estoy buscando uno que sirva para subirlo. Tengo estas dos opciones. Tengo estas tres opciones, mira. Tengo la primera opción es esta. Que es las bolitas esas de candela que es para hacerle damage a los monstruos cuando estoy pegado, ¿ves? La otra es el... Este. Que se ve interesante, pero no veo mucho uso para mí. No sé. Y el otro que tengo es este. Que es más poderoso, pero lo veo tan suavecito. Summon from the heavens above highly mighty lightning ball that deals massive damage to every single target. No sé. Este es Queen's Gambit, que no me interesa. Ese es Heatwave, que sí es mejor. El Phoenix Shift. Eso no lo uso. No sé si coger este. No lo veo bueno. Creo que voy a coger este. Cuando lo tenga, porque no tengo todavía el dinero para eso. Es verdad, pero yo creo que es mejor coger los poderes más... Tú viste como yo maté a esa gente así rapidísimo, porque le tiré los poderes grandes. Me falta el poder grande de este tipo, ¿tú me entiendes? De electricidad.
Find something, boy. Death.
Sí.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Vaya, yo sé que es difícil que nos ponga la pelea contra ella, pero que faltaría, chico. Demon Stars. ¿Qué caramba fue eso? Sash. Ese es el mismo que tengo. Ah, no. Este es Mitian. Sí, sí, el mismo que tengo. Me dieron el mismo de eso que tengo. Que clase, loco. Vamos a verlo. Yo le tiro el poder mío de Phoenix para que me viva. Aquí sí no quedó nadie vivo. Pa' cara. Make it to port is sold. Así que para acá. Nadie vio vivo, ¿verdad? Un cuerpo comiéndose la cara al otro. Vaya.
We're approaching Newer Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosabeth.
Didn't happen to come by way of Old, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morning, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush, no. You didn't hear nothing.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
How not to sell my wares if they don't like into the capital?
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Be gone!
They tell us how to go, but they refuse us passage back to our homes.
You find no succor to the south travellers, nor beyond the Bure. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
No, la cosa es que no sé cuáles son. Ya veo que no sale en ningún lado, así que voy a tener que tomar una foto. Yo no sé qué voy a tener que hacer. Sí, esa es la otra opción que tengo, revisar toda la zona. Coño, este pueblo está grandecito.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle felt better. We should start with the main gate and see what that gets us. Let's go.
Sí, definitivamente parece, ¿eh?
Have mercy.
Voice-riddled dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, good enough,
Fuck off.
Find the jealous bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stall. Cut you down where you stand. Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. But Lazarus... We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Y terminé. Si esto no se pone más difícil, está feo esto. Bueno, yo sé que los monstruos son difíciles, así que no importa.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
Tú entras a este menú y te dice lo que es, dónde tú estás, con quién tú estás hablando. Tú sabes, todas esas cosas. Los guardianes del fuego te explican todo el mundo, todas las cosas que están hablando ahora mismo. Por ejemplo, de Collins, que es la búsqueda de los tipos estos que son los grandes, también te lo explican de nuevo por si se te olvidó qué cosa era. La regencia. ¿Viste? El lugar donde estás de nuevo, ¿viste? Pues si se te olvidó, ellos te lo explican todo. Para que vos vas a acordarte de nuevo. Se llama Active Time Lore. que es como siempre está activo siempre, tú sabes, la historia siempre está activa, como que la historia del juego, del lore, y eso es lo que tiene. Bueno, vamos para el cutscene, ahora que ya sabes cómo se ve eso.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense, even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Toda vuelta está Trovi, la cueva de Yun Yun.
Oh, buck up, man. At least you're not dead.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts is not so easily quenched. The Black Shields in the flesh.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage. Will that be all? I will be here should you need aught else. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Aldale have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Ok, déjame ver lo de la habilidad. Coño, me faltan 30 nada más para ponerlo. Qué mierda. Ok. ¿Qué no estoy usando aquí? Bueno, esto no estoy usando. Bye. Todos los ataques grandes están puestos en su lugar ya.
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you worry. You'd better.
Brother Wade's got the blessing of the Phoenix, do we?
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Ni me acuerdo qué cosa así antes de la acción. No me acuerdo qué cosa estaba diciendo. Si me enteré, no creo que tenga importancia.
How was the Black Shields?
Come along now.
The bastard.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Viceroy. From the Guardians of the Flame.
You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! Forest area!
Vamos a probar el poder nuevo.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point, that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Quedó emboscado.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Esto es pocuto.
I didn't take you for a scholarly man.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Mira, tenemos un quest de eso que nos da algo nuevo. Ajá. Esto está bien, una cosa va a ser. A ver.
Deadlands won't be half as bad.
Sí, trae cartas. El tipo se comió las manzanas. No, no vaya. Y después se hace.
today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. All done?
Sí, estuvo cerca. Ahora cuando haga los hunts, voy a chequear ahora a ver cuáles son. Ya tengo ya la foto.
There are new billets being posted every day.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackford. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. But normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both lent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
Bueno, ahí está la misión para el espada nueva.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. We'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
How did we never hear about these guardians?
Let's go.
I could have sworn we had a few. She's taking a while.
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you'd bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goods, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armour, things like that. Anyway, the other day she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made
my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have put the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Caer Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Ahora es que me van a dejar usar la board. Yo sabía que estaba algo raro. No, no va. Me tienen loco. ¿Dónde queda el Sunbreak ese? Se llama Northwest Gate de Sunbreak. Aquí está. Este tipo. Sí, sí, yo tiré la foto a la otra también por si acaso. Dice Northwest. A ver. Westgate. Westgate. Sunbreak. Caer. Northwest Gate. Sí, pero dice Northwest Gate. Este es Northwest.
There's no going to be had in this miserable land, even if they wanted to trade us.
I know. It was hard for us down here in Sunbreak before the capital fell, but now we'd be stoned if we even approached Northreach. Sí. Northwest Gate. Northwest Gate. ¿Qué hell? Me tumbó el... Aguanta, este es uno bueno. Esto es uno de los grandes. Aruna. Ok. Let's go. No estaba buscando por ti, pero te mato igual.
This isn't gonna be easy.
Puedo esquivarme, ¿no? De verdad que no sé ese contraataque de fuego dónde fue que salió, porque yo no me acuerdo de haber hecho nada para coger ese poder. Y entonces normal, estoy esquivando normal. Pero va a ser que estoy esquivando como perfecto. Y cada vez que esquivo perfecto, pasa eso. Había una habilidad. Oh, está interesante. ¿Cuál era la habilidad que yo cogí? No, ya sé qué cosa es. ¿Tú sabes qué cosa es ese ataque de fuego? El anillo este. El anillo de Berserk. Que cada vez que hago un esquivo perfecto de eso, me da esa habilidad. ¿Qué tocado está eso? Eso me digo, Ok, ese monstruo. A ver, porque esto está raro. Ese monstruo estaba. No, pues ese monstruo no estaba en la lista para que sepa. ¿Dónde mierda está el Griffin ese? ¿Qué carajo es eso? Bueno, una piedra. Dios mío.
Time to fight.
technical notes.
Sí, pero no estaba antes. Exacto. No estaba la foto ahí puesta. Verdad que sí, me acuerdo. Me acuerdo, se llamaba no sé qué cosa de la muerte. Parece que está aquí. Me parece a mí.
Good day to you.
The crystals can get from its available.
Vamos, me parece que estoy, vamos a ver si estoy correcto.
This is no time to ride.
Dragon Aevis. Ese era el que ando buscando. ¿Dónde? El dragón. No entiendo. Aquí está el dragón, allá adentro. A no ser que tú crees que el dragón estaba más afuera, déjame ver. Cuidado. ¿Ve que es allá adentro donde está el dragón?
No holding back. Bueno, por lo menos un cofre. Con algo de Griffin. Good girl.
Sí. No, que bueno está el anillito ese, papu. Riquísimo. ¿Sube qué? los nombres de los lugares. The Holy Eye. The Holy Hand. Goddess Gate. Oh shit. Tal vez sea para acá abajo. No, no es abajo. A ver. ¿Dónde? Vamos a chequear el camino este entero. Dice hay que chequear este camino aquí abajo. Puede ser, si no estaba allí, puede ser que esté en este hueco aquí. Definitivamente puede ser eso. Porque tiene que ser eso, uno de esos dos caminos obligados. No puede ser más ninguno de esos dos caminos. Ya tengo sueño ya. Nada más que terminemos este bicharraco, si es que lo encuentro, voy para la cama. Por eso. Ya vamos para allá. Tiene que ser aquí. No.
Time to fight.
Bueno, ahí no veo. ¿Ahí dónde?
Time to fight.
No, no sé tú.
You deserve a rest.
Tiene que estar aquí. Si no... Ah, aquí parece que no. Aquí es donde está. Ya o sea, hablo ya sobre el Griffin ya. Ahí está. Brunita. Ok. Vamos allá. Tú vas a cerrar. Wow, ¿y esto? Nice. Whoa! No, verdad, saltar esa mierda. Wow, nice. Me confié mucho. Me confié demasiado. Yo, how the hell did I spawn over here? De pintura blanca. Ñum. Wow.
Good day to you.
Fura.
Come on.
En realidad no creo que esté difícil, solamente que no presté atención y no puse suficiente cuidado. Mira esto. Por no haber venido aquí no tenía descubierto esa mierda y tuve que caminar para acá por gusto, ¿no? Fíjate cómo lo imaginé. Me lo imaginé.
Straight home now.
Venga, me escapo yo de eso. Wow, me dio. A comer carne de grifo, arriba. El pobrecito. Eso es nuevo. Eso es nuevo. Esa es el plasma. Viste que rico estuvo el combo ese.
Something there, boy. Could that be our man? You all right?
Can't say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'll be dead if it hadn't.
Well, lucky it was.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund.
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at. You sure? Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing you how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
La cosa es que el tipo estaba tratando de hacer una cosa que ni siquiera tenía el procedimiento correcto. A ver, Griffin, no estuviste mal, pero no fue suficiente. Seguro, más le vale. Más le vale, Bob.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the geezer. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see, and his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor, and again most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my mind to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. Don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Belt necessary for crafting. Ah, eso fue lo que nos dieron. Nos dieron el diseño. Drake's Layer Belt. You have obtained the design draft of belt. Design draft unlock a crafting option. Oh shit, una nueva cosa. Very nice.
Guys.
Use the forge. Me falta un Electrum. Oh my god, y mira los stats de esa mierda, babu. 74 y 23. Oh, se dio. Un Electrum me hace falta, compadre. Mira, y los brazaletes.
How am I meant to do that then? Anything else?
Mierda.
Sounds 40
A ver si un Electrum también lo que me hace falta. Stonecry. No. Dice aquí.
How am I meant to do that then?
No me dice quién es el que me da el Electrum. A ver si eso también hace falta Electrum. No, Gelatinous más. Lo que quiere decir que tengo que hacer con los hunts para que se vayan claro. No, pero qué asco, está alto cantidad los stats eso. A ver qué más hay aquí. Un Electrum y un Gelatinous más. El de Gelatinous más debe ser un... Sí, ya tú ves. Vamos a ver qué dice Cupo. Ya, vamos a ver qué da el logo este, ven. Bueno, yo creo que por hoy lo vamos a dejar aquí porque ya estoy matado ya. Y tú debes estar sin... Ya se la debe acordar las 4 horas ya. Nada, todavía te queda media hora. Exacto. Buah. Voy a desconectar entonces.